Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something incredibly powerful, something that lives inside each and every one of us, your inner strength. We all face challenges, right? Moments when we feel like giving up, when our dreams seem too big, or when we just don't know where to start. But I'm here to tell you, you have everything you need to overcome anything. Now, imagine this with me. Think about a time you felt stuck. Maybe it was a tough exam, a new skill you wanted to learn, or even just getting through a really hard day. That feeling, that moment of doubt, we've all been there. But what if I told you that those moments aren't roadblocks, but actually stepping stones? What if I told you that every single time you push through, every time you try again, you're building a stronger, more incredible version of yourself? Let me share a story with you. A story about a young woman named Maya. Maya lived in a small village, nestled at the foot of a giant, imposing mountain. This wasn't just any mountain, it was known as the Whispering Peak. People said it was impossible to climb, that its trails were too dangerous, its slopes too steep. Generations had lived in the village, always looking up at the Whispering Peak, but no one had ever dared to try and reach its summit. Maya, however, was different. From a very young age, she felt a pull, a deep desire to see what was beyond the clouds that often covered the peak. She would spend hours watching the mountain, dreaming of the view from the top. Everyone told her it was foolish. Her friends would say, "Maya, don't be silly. No one has ever climbed the Whispering Peak. It's too hard." Her family would warn her, "It's dangerous, Maya. You could get hurt. Stay safe here." But Maya didn't let their words stop her. She had a dream, and that dream was bigger than any fear or doubt anyone could put in her mind. She started small. Every morning she would wake up early and walk a little further up the smallest hills near her village. She wasn't trying to climb the mountain yet, she was just preparing. She was building her strength both in her body and in her mind. At first, it was hard. Her legs ached, and sometimes she felt like giving up. But then she would remember her dream, that image of standing on top of the Whispering Peak, looking down at the world. And that image, that dream, gave her the strength to take just one more step. As weeks turned into months, Maya's small walks became longer hikes. She started learning about the mountain, about the different paths, about the weather patterns. She found old maps and spoke to the oldest villagers who, though they hadn't climbed the mountain, had seen it for a lifetime. She learned about the best times to go, about the safest routes. She wasn't just dreaming anymore, she was planning. Finally, the day came when Maya felt ready. She packed a small bag with water, some food, and a warm blanket. As she started her journey, the villagers watched her, some with pity, some with disbelief. But Maya kept her eyes on the peak. The climb was incredibly difficult. The path was indeed steep, and there were times she felt like her lungs would burst. Rocks tumbled down, and the wind howled around her. There were moments when she wanted to sit down and cry, to just turn back and go home. But every time that thought entered her mind, she would remember all the small steps she had taken, all the preparation, all the time she had pushed through before. She would tell herself, "Just one more step, Maya. Just one more." She also realized something important along the way. While she was climbing alone, she wasn't truly alone in her journey. The skills she had learned, the strength she had built, the knowledge she had gained, all of these were her supporters. They were with her, guiding her, pushing her forward. After what felt like an eternity, as the sun began to set, Maya reached the summit of the Whispering Peak. The view was breathtaking. Clouds stretched out beneath her like a soft white blanket, and the distant mountains looked like small ripples in the ocean. The air was crisp and clear, and a sense of immense peace washed over her. She had done it. She, Maya, a young woman from a small village, had climbed the impossible mountain. When she returned to her village, tired but triumphant, the villagers were in awe. They saw not just a girl who had climbed a mountain, but a symbol of what was possible. Maya's story spread far and wide, inspiring others to face their own whispering peaks, whatever they might be. So, what can we learn from Maya's story? First, don't let anyone else define your limits. Just because something hasn't been done before, or because people say it's impossible, doesn't mean it is. Your dream is yours, and only you can decide how far you're willing to go for it. Second, start small, but start now. Maya didn't wake up one day and climb the mountain. She started with small walks, building her strength little by little. Whatever your dream is, break it down into tiny, manageable steps. Want to learn English? Start with 5 new words a day. Want to get fit? Start with a 10-minute walk. Every small step builds momentum and confidence. Third, preparation is key. Maya didn't just wish her way up the mountain. She learned, she planned, she trained. When you have a goal, take the time to learn about it, to gather the tools and knowledge you need. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel when challenges arise. Fourth, embrace the struggle. The climb was hard for Maya, and your journey will have its tough moments too. But it's in those moments of struggle that you grow the most. Don't fear discomfort. See it as a sign that you're pushing your boundaries and becoming stronger. And finally, believe in your inner power. Maya found the strength within herself to keep going, even when she wanted to give up. You have that same strength. It's the fire inside you that whispers, "You can do this." Even when everything else is screaming no, trust that voice. Listen to it. Every one of you has your own whispering peak. Maybe it's learning a new language, starting a business, getting a new job, or even just believing in yourself more. Whatever it is, I want you to remember Maya. I want you to remember that with small steps, dedication, and an unshakable belief in yourself, you can achieve anything. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Start today. Take that first small step. And keep going, one step at a time, until you reach your own summit. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you imagine, and your potential is limitless. Go out there and conquer your mountain. What's your whispering peak that you're ready to start climbing? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more motivational content. See you next time.